8:58 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Friday, January 13th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Florida until I travel back to Michigan tomorrow. So, I want to start out with this. Then we'll get into the XRP chart. My voice is a little choppy this morning, so make the best of it. So, XRP lawsuit. Lawyer predicts what can eliminate jury trial. XRP lawsuit news. John Deaton, amicus curiae Ripple lawsuit has dropped multiple predictions around settlement in the case ahead. XRP lawsuit news. The Ripple defendants and U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) recently filed their partial opposition to each other's motion to restrain several documents. With this move, both parties are now over with cross motions for summary judgment. However, XRP holders' lawyer in the Ripple lawsuit has dropped multiple predictions around the case ahead. Can there be a settlement in XRP lawsuit? John Deaton, amicus curiae, in the XRP lawsuit gave out his prediction for the year 2023, mentioned that the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit will not be settled until after a decision is drawn from the United States District Court Judge Annalisa Torres. He highlighted that a settlement could come after the summary judgment. However, this would eliminate any potential jury trials ahead. Mao is expected to clear any potential appeal. Earlier, Deaton stated that he believed that a settlement was an option, but a year ago. This was just because the commission was proposing different assertions around the Hinman speech, related drafts, and emails. CoinGate reported that the SEC gave up its assertions over the disputed documents and surrendered the memos to the defendants. However, the latest court filings reveals that the commission is still fighting over the same doc and doesn't want the court to make them public. Deaton made some more predictions despite the fate of the XRP lawsuit. He speculated that one and maybe more than one crypto exchange will be sued ahead of the for selling unregistered securities. However, on Thursday, SEC went on to sue crypto trading groups Gemini and Genesis. The commission alleged Gemini's crypto lending scheme was not properly registered as security. Meanwhile, XRP holders' lawyer also predicted that SEC Chair Gary Gensler might resign before the end of the year. So that's just some information, a little bit of an update. It's always nice to try to stay on the same page. Now let's take a look at the market. DXY is at 102.62, up about 37 basis points. We're sitting at interesting levels. We fell below very key support at 102.94. So now we're going to look to bounce back up and see if we can break back over there. And ultimately, we'd have to get back above 103.61 to start pushing back in the formation. And if you can get back above 103.61, I mean, it's unlimited if you can get back within that area. We've got the 10-year government bonds at 3.474, up 2.9 basis points, or 0.84%. The 10-year government bonds is another one that it looks like it could be on a massive flag here, and we have to see if it can continue to push. We've had a bearish cross here slightly in the daily, so we're going to see if this continues on, or we can actually eventually make our way farther up, which we will. The U.S. 10-year government bonds, you can see its reversal. It's going to have a massive push up eventually. So a lot of this is because we're buying our own bonds to make it look better. And yeah, just like the rest. We've got Bitcoin at 18,846. Take a quick look at Bitcoin real quick. Downtrending support line right now, like I talked yesterday. Can we hold 18,600, or is this starting to form a Batman top? Because if it breaks down past 18,600, this would continue probably down to 17,662 before we can even figure out what the hell's going on. So if you're a lover of Bitcoin, you want the crypto market to go up, or you just want this to be a bullish couple of days, you want Bitcoin to hold 18,600s, no exception, no questions asked. XRP at 3704 failed to maintain the 371 support, and now it could be that we're building this Bart Simpson top or a topping reversal here. We talked yesterday, we had to hold 372. It is what it is. We can talk about any other level. We can talk about any other positioning. We can talk about the strength or weakness of the market. But for XRP and XRP alone, we wanted to hold 372 and we needed to hold 372. And ultimately, you don't want to break below 371. But I switched it to 372 from 371 just because of where we're at in the pattern, and it makes more sense. So right now we're on the bottom side of 372. And with that being said, we're about to have a bearish cross in the 30-minute time frame. And then it could theoretically bring us down to the 361 level. Or if we fall back within the symmetrical or the ascending triangle, then you could come down to 35.5, 35, even further if it plays out that way. We played this target right here at 38.5 roughly. That was the top end we thought we could get. You know, unless we continued with the volume push, but as we can see, we basically reached that level, and then it would suggest a consolidation on 340 if we lose these two support levels. So we'll see. Can 372 end up saving grace? Or is it going to be the 362 level, which is right around the 200-day and 30-minute, a little bit below it? Or is this just going to be a complete fail? We're going to fall flat, and we're going to come back down to the 348 level in a fair motion. So let's pay attention to this. If we break up, we've got the 384 roughly. That's next. But we would have to hold the 372 level, and we're firmly below right now. And the broader market looks to be squeezed. It's being squeezed right now. XLM is up 0.4% or down 0.4%. Much like XRP, it looks like we could be creating some kind of topping reversal here, and it's very hard to distinguish right now because it hasn't completely broken down. But as I talked about yesterday, if you wanted to get back into the next part of the pattern, we had to break back above that 833 level. We failed to do it. We got rejected flat here. And now it's come to a point where if we aren't careful, we formed a bearish cross. And the markets can dump very quickly. I'm not saying this move is over, but what I am saying is shit isn't lining up, and there's a lot of facades and false promises and false prophecies being put out there. I'm telling you the truth, and my ratings get hurt. I tell you the truth, but you don't want to hear it. Not all of you, not the entire audience, but a lot of the newbies will never give my channel a chance. Some of the ones that are here that are getting hammered on their portfolio say it's my fault. I'm bringing in the chart. I read the charts, but somehow I must know what's going on. It's unbelievable, some of the things I've heard. Sure, I know what's going on. I can read the fucking chart. It's simple. Right now, DGB on the underneath support is 0087. If you want to continue this, you're going to hold 0087. And I can also form this so you can see this uptrending support we've created. So you would technically want to hold that. So we're looking to hold this area for DGB at 009. It's like 009 level. But DGB's had a tremendous push up over the last few days. As you know, we bought it at 0.0063 roughly in the area. So spectacular move so far. And DGB eventually is going to come back down. But can we break out past 00989 before we break this 0093? As of right now, it looks like we're forming bearish crosses all across the board. Or we haven't quite created them, but we could be creating liquidity pulls here as well. But we're going to see if this continues to play down on these very weak pushes underneath the 30-day support on the 20-day. That's the first indication of the pattern flipping if you lose that 20-day in the 30-minute time frame. That's why I put such emphasis on it, and you all need to pay attention to that. And finally, I'm going to share some XTC because I love XTC. I believe if you buy XRP, you must buy all three, XRP, XLM, and XTC. If you don't, you've sorely missed out, and you're not playing the game right. If you're only focused on XRP, you're not doing it right. It's just that simple. If you're buying XRP, there's the three X's involved. You need XRP for the big guys, the big business, the big, just the big guys, the establishment, the banks. You need XLM for the little guy, me and you, the individual. But you also need XDC to fill in the gaps. They can cater to the big guys and the businesses and the banks, but they also can come to you and me, the little guy, the individual, the small business, to make shit work. Right now, XDC needs to hold uptrending support. We want to hold the 0.26 level. And if we can, we could possibly push up a little bit, but 0.26 is where we got to hold. And right now, it doesn't quite look like XDC is done yet, but we're going to want to see if we can hold initially the 0.269, and then ultimately, when we come down for a little bit of liquidity, if we need it, 0.262. Pay attention to everything I've said. If you want to join Tom's Army, get more involved with the community, or be part of something special,
why settle?
Go to the video description below. And you can see you can join me on multiple platforms so you don't have to pay spot fees. I'm telling you right now, that's the best way to do this shit, because you don't want to have spot fees and you don't want to have your money being wiped out because you buy and sell, but at the end of the day, you're losing so much money because you're buying and selling and they're charging on every buy, every sell. Follow me on BitGet or MEXC, depending on your situation. They both have the ISO coins and there's no spot fees. If you want to send a donation, it's below. It's always there. But most importantly, join Tom's Army. Get the exclusive Telegram. If you really want to know your shit, you're going to join the Telegram. You're not going to make any bullshit excuses. And you're going to realize that $9.99 a month, I've saved you that tenfold just on this morning's update by telling you what's going on in the market direction. I don't want you to join Tom's Army unless I've given you some value over the time. If you just started watching today, I'm not expecting you to join. But sometime in the future, I'm going to win your trust. And there's one guarantee I can make. And I've said this every single day. We're going to be in actually two guarantees. We're going to be in the biggest successive bull market first in gold and silver. And then as the US dollar currency index craters over time and risk assets like crypto hit their bottom, you're going to go in a succession bull market from gold and silver and precious metals and commodities to crypto and the ISO coins in particular. So stick around, plant roots, and in the end, you, me, and everybody who believes similarly understands the charts and pays attention to the reality of the situation of what's going on in the World Economic Forum and the central banks. You and I are going to change reality for not just ourselves, but for our family, for generations to come.